Oh yeah, how are you? My name is Sam Caiucci, and I'm the CEO of 1Huddle. And I have a question that I want to open up with everybody today. And it's, how much longer can you stand me talking like that? How many of you had a negative thought in your head? Nobody? It's an English-speaking audience. Same thing goes for a customer when they interact with an employee that's not prepared. 1Huddle is a mobile game platform that's helping companies to better onboard, upskill, and prepare their workforce. And we're doing it with a lot of companies, from hospitality clients like Lowe's Hotels, to media companies like ESPN, to the Golden State Warriors and some of the biggest sports and entertainment venues in the world. See, big money is spent on training. The problem? It's not necessarily working for today's workforce. Never before have we seen 4 different generations of workers at work at the same time, and when we interact with companies across the corporate space, we hear 3 of the same common themes. We struggle to onboard quickly, we struggle to upskill better, and we're struggling to keep people motivated at work. And that motivation thing, it doesn't just have to do with millennials. We struggle with all employees with motivation. And when you look at the workforce even closer, you see employees take nearly a third of an employee's time at work is spent not doing work while at work. It might be part of the reason why we see massive numbers when it comes to turnover and employee disengagement. So what do? Managers print manuals. They hire LMS. They hire multi-day trainers. They do it all, but there's no way around it. Training is time-consuming. And when you have a workforce today that's in trouble, companies spend over 91% of all their training dollars on either live trainers or clunky and outdated LMS platforms. The crazy thing is, we're not even sure what works. Recent studies have found over 87% of what we learn in a live training will be completely forgotten within 30 days of training completion. And at a time when we have a workforce that's more mobile than ever, it's crazy to think numbers out there show that only around 1% of all corporate training is delivered on a mobile device. Training might actually be taking us in a different direction, where you see robots and automation that could, at risk, talk about 2 out of 3 every retail jobs within the next 10 years could be at risk of displacement or complete replacement. You ready for the good news? There's a huge opportunity today when it comes to the workforce. We have a workforce that are experts at something that if we leverage it the right way, can help them be better prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Think about games. From Pac-Man to PlayStation to chasing Pokemon in traffic. We have a generation of workers today that have spent over 10,000 hours on some type of game platform before they hit 21, making them seemingly experts. Workers today want to be prepared and they want to be trained. And we have a time today where we can, if we think about it, if we could use a platform that can get people onboarded and upskilled faster, keep them engaged, competitive at the same time, that might be pretty cool. That's what we're doing at 1Huddle.
I thought it was really going to suck, but it didn't. It was really engaging, and I got into it.
Training that shouldn't suck.
Well, I think that should be your logo. I just gave it to you. I'll take a royalty on that, by the way.
A company called 1Huddle is helping train a new generation of workers using technology. It turns workforce training programs into a gaming app for employees to help them retain job knowledge long term.
Technology is something that, when it comes to training, not a lot of training programs today have gotten out of the Stone Age yet.
I got into it, and I actually got engrossed in it, so it must actually have some merits.
Corporate training today is broken from our point of view. 87% of what you learn in a live training or seminar, we're going to forget within 30 days.
I'm a believer. You got me hooked on this thing, and I'm a believer that this is the right way for training to happen.
Mr. Wonderful, you buying this for all your portfolio
I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work.
At 1Huddle, we're using gamification to make training fun, competitive, and engaging. Companies can use our platform to take all of their existing learning and training tools and convert them into quick burst mobile games that can be played in less than 3 minutes. Games can be played anytime, anywhere. We have a live training component to turn any classroom game into a, anybody else ever played Cards Against Humanity? There's no HR people in the room, okay? Think about that with all of your sales and service role plays. On the back end of our platform, we wanted to build a platform that made it easy for managers to spin up training when it mattered most. Managers could build new training games in under 10 minutes. So for sales and service teams that have product knowledge information, that has to be spun up immediately. God forbid something happened in your company, Starbucks. You need to get everybody trained up today to be prepared for work. And the cool thing is people are seeing some pretty cool numbers on our platform. Hyundai Motors launched our platform after struggling to get their $100,000 LMS platform spun up over 8 months. After 2 weeks, they launched our platform, and they saw some pretty cool numbers. 100% voluntary employee participation. 71% of games played out at traditional working hours, and a 41% increase in knowledge retention. And it happens time and time again on our platform. We see companies that are learning faster on our platform and retaining that information longer. We have the right people, trained thousands of sales and service reps over the last 10 years. We have the right investors, and we feel like we have the right product. We have some pretty cool people saying some pretty cool things about us, like legendary sales trainer Jeffrey Gitomer, who says we're the most progressive training tool he's seen and used with his clients in the last 20 years. Or ABC Shark Tank host Kevin O'Leary, who predicts this will be the way that people and companies are deploying training in the future. And the thing I'm most proud about is people like the mayor of Newark, who launched our platform to help underprivileged and workers at the front line of their workforce who need access to training get it quicker so they can be prepared for work faster. We're fighting to make sure employees get the training they deserve. We'd love to talk. Thank you.